Between online debates and recycled fan rumors, Jungkook's image has often been flattened into half truths, either dismissed as an idol product or mythologized into something untouchable. Both views miss the point. The reality sits somewhere in between. A technically skilled vocalist who understands his instrument, a thoughtful decision maker who shapes his own projects, and an artist whose career is filled with overlooked details that reveal how deliberate his artistry really is. This piece separates misinformation from the lesser known facts that explain why his work resonates far beyond the hype. Misinformation number one: Jungkook doesn't take vocal risks. This narrative started back in 2016 and haters are still running with it, stating that Jungkook stays within a relatively comfortable range and doesn't sing below D3. According to a vocal analysis platform, Jungkook's vocal range is listed as D2 to C6. That's a substantial span, and the high C6 indicates he's pushing well into upper registers. Okay, so every singer has a supported range, the part of a singer's voice where they can sing comfortably, consistently, and with control, without straining, cracking, or losing tone quality. That's the sweet spot where your voice sounds the best and feels more natural to sustain. This is where you can project, control pitch, and add emotions easily. Many experts agree that Jungkook's supported range is around E3 to E4, but his full range is from D2 up to C6. And that shows that he can go far beyond the comfort zone when the songs call for it. I know that looking at these notations can make your head spin, and quite frankly, it's really highly technical. So let's just say this in layman's terms. Jungkook's range is well above typical comfortable pop male zones. He's pushing into upper head whistle adjacent territory. But in BTS, someone else takes the high notes while Jungkook, being the main singer, takes on the majority of singing. So when people say he stays within his supported range, they're really saying he knows how to sing smart, not that he's incapable of taking vocal risks. Did you know Jungkook had the single biggest audience of any live performance by a Korean act? The Super Bowl is all the rage, but did you know that Super Bowl's audience is not even a tenth of the World Cup's audience? The 2022 FIFA World Cup reached an estimated 1.5 billion viewers for the final match and nearly 5 billion cumulative viewers across the entire tournament. In comparison, the 2022 Super Bowl drew about 208 million total viewers across all platforms, with roughly 99 million watching live on television in the US. While many other Korean and Asian artists have performed at festivals with large audiences, no other Korean act or Asian solo artist has been able to perform for an audience of that size that Jungkook has. When Jungkook performed Dreamers with Qatari singer Fahad Al Kubaisi at the 2022 FIFA World Cup opening ceremony, he officially performed for the largest audience ever for a Korean or Asian solo act. We can officially say that Jungkook had the biggest audience size for a performance. This one's a little frustrating. People keep on insisting that people achieved Billboard Hot 100 number one because of Lado. Lado is a successful artist and a great rapper, and yes, getting into radio with her on the track was easier. But Jungkook has proven his chart power. Two of his self written songs, Stay Alive and Never Let Go, enter the Billboard Hot 100 without any type of promotion. Add to this, Jungkook's longest charting Billboard Hot 100 song is also a solo track, Standing Next to You, with 19 weeks on the chart. He also landed three songs inside Billboard Hot 100 Top 10 and achieved a cumulative 68 weeks inside the Billboard Hot 100 across 7 songs. Only his own group BTS has more. Yes, Lato and Jungkook's first and so far only number one is 7. But keep in mind that Jungkook's solo venture was done in a hurry and the promotion was short. He had to enlist. Yet his songs continue to break records. If and when he decides to do a follow up album, we will see him grow further. And did you know he's actually smart? Like academically smart. Yeah, Jungkook isn't the top of mind when it comes to academic excellence. And that's also maybe because he keeps on saying that he really doesn't want to go back to school anymore. But it doesn't mean that he isn't smart. In fact, he has proven time and again that he is both street smart and academically smart. He has casually talked about how to stabilize the plane that they were making. That's physics and engineering. More specifically, it is a key concept within the field of mechanics, which deals with the motion and forces acting on objects. He has discussed evolutionary biology, math, and other subjects. He even stated that teachers in his high school wanted him in their teams for competitions. Just because he doesn't flaunt his smart doesn't mean he doesn't have it. He simply enjoys physical activities and the arts more. Another misinformation, Jungkook was simply handed songs. Jungkook is a full member of the KOMCA, Korean Music Copyright Association. He has 23 writing credits under his name. BTS's resident producer Suga himself attested that he has never met anyone as naturally talented in writing and producing as Jungkook. More than that, we have all heard the songs that he himself has written. And by now, we know of his contribution to BTS's music, even though many went uncredited. He can produce and write. And not only that, he can write and produce spectacular music. In Are You Sure, he addressed this criticism head on and made it clear he chose not to write and wanted to concentrate on exploring what he can do with his voice instead. Plus, hello, he didn't have a lot of time. Remember that while he is the main singer of BTS, he still shares the singing with 3 other members and has to sing in a way that would be harmonious to the song. Going solo meant he can explore his vocal range and techniques and push himself without having to think about others. He chose to do that with Golden. He also personally chose all the songs and envisioned the entire album. And that leads us to the next point. Did you know that Jungkook had a very clear vision for the album? In his interview with Picon, he said that what swayed him to Standing Next to You, despite not really getting wowed in the first listen, was his own vision. He felt there was a certain grandeur to the song. With no performance or choreography yet, he drew some things and decided it was the right title song for him. And throughout the interview, he mentioned several times that he would envision himself on stage when choosing songs. And he also said that he looked for variety in deciding what songs to include, which meant going for things he knows he can do well and things he hasn't done yet. This album also had a very clear narrative. It's not just a smorgasbord of love songs. There's a story that you can explore if you listen to the songs sequentially. There might be also some psychological concepts explaining on how he thinks, but do know that we will never know for sure unless an actual expert examines him. These are just concepts we may research on to expand our knowledge. And who knows, maybe someday someone will confirm it. First, he may have an eidetic imagery, often called photographic imagination. This refers to the ability to recall or visualize mental images with extraordinary clarity, not necessarily literal photographs, but internally detailed scenes. Eidetic thinkers can see the arrangement of movements, lighting, and spatial design before it happens. In Jungkook's case, when he says he sketches or imagines the performance before choreography even exists, that suggests eidetic visualization. Another concept is convergent visual creativity. Psychology distinguishes between divergent thinking or generating ideas and convergent thinking, narrowing ideas towards a single vision. Jungkook's process seems highly convergent visual. He's not aimlessly exploring possibilities. He seems to visualize the final product early and builds toward it. This aligns with how he described choosing standing next to you. He didn't fall for it emotionally at first, but he saw its stage potential and followed that vision until it became a reality. Do note, again, these are just theories. An actual expert will actually have to examine him before we'll know for sure. This is a popular one. Jungkook joined Big Hit because of RM. Yes, he attested that it was after he heard RM rapping that he made the final decision to train under Big Hit. But this story is a little bit more nuanced. In the book Beyond the Story, he said that even before auditioning for Superstar K, his father had already brought up the idea of signing with Big Hit because his father was familiar with the work of Bang Chi-hyuk. He isn't called Hitman for nothing, hello. After they left the audition, he got 7 different business cards from different labels, and some even chased them when they left the building. But Jungkook was already partial to Big Hit. After researching a little bit more, he came across RM's performance, and that's what sealed the deal. So, yes, RM was a big part of it, but it was his father who introduced the idea and got him curious. Let's also thank his dad. Did you know that Jungkook is one of the most affectionate, if not the most affectionate member? Perhaps one of the most disheartening things about becoming popular as an idol first is this shipping culture. Fans pair idols with other celebrities and more often with their own bandmates. Their gender or romantic lives are really their business. We're out of it. But we should recognize that Jungkook is just naturally a very affectionate person, perhaps one of the most, if not the most, affectionate in BTS. He is expressive and doesn't hold back when he feels like embracing or holding a member. That's a really healthy mindset, by the way. We have seen him sit on J Hope's lap and hug him. He embraces RM often. He goes back and forth between playfully fighting and sweetly embracing Jin. Jimin and V are closest to his age, and these three have always had a special bond. It's not surprising that he feels even more comfortable with the two, hanging out with them, cooking for them, holding them, and they do the same in return. It's strange that people complain about toxic masculinity, and here is Jungkook doing everything that shows people he isn't toxic. Yet he keeps on getting shipped. I hope we can take our own advice. He recently told Mingyu, a longtime friend of his, I love you in a live stream. I hope that we applaud his gestures instead of labeling him as something that we have no business even thinking about. Misinformation. GD is his ultimate role model. Jungkook himself said that RM, the leader of BTS, is his first and last role model. He also mentioned a lot of artists that have inspired him, the most common of which are Justin Bieber and IU. He also mentioned Usher, Chris Brown, and even Bang Chi-hyuk. Despite all this, let us remember that it is natural for singers to have inspirations, to admire people for different things. It doesn't mean they owe everything to that artist. More importantly, Jungkook is his own person. While all those might have inspired him, he has evolved and has come into his own. He is polite and kind and loves acknowledging other artists. Let's not mistake those compliments as him stating that he would never have been a singer had it not been for these people. Jungkook would have found his way. The many artists he mentions are just some of his inspiration, not the reasons for his success. In an interview in Haruhana, he said that he accidentally saw G Dragon's glamorous stage and was captivated by his performance. He said, and I quote, at that time, I had faith in Bang PD, who was in the audition program The Great Birth. I thought to myself, I can entrust my future with him. Even now, I'm not particularly that good at dancing or singing. I will practice harder and I want to become a main vocalist with a presence. As clear as day. He was already set on becoming a singer before he accidentally saw GD's performance. He also later stated that he watches and replays music videos and performances of Chris Brown, Usher, and other foreign artists. And did you know that he has one of the strongest brands among celebrities globally? Jungkook's brand is one of the strongest, hands down. That means people have a clear idea of how he is and what kind of artist he is. And that starts from him. From a branding perspective, his clarity on his goals sets a solid foundation. He said he wants to be a global artist who can sing in different languages and do different genres in different regions. That's as clear as you can get. But in his interviews about this album, Golden, he further clarified that he specifically wanted to target the Western market. And that's the motivation behind wanting to sing the songs in English. When he was choosing the songs, he wanted a variety of performances to showcase his strength as a vocalist and performer. That clarity is setting the starting point for everything he's about to do. And this explains why he went for Calvin Klein for a brand partnership. Like him, CK has a no nonsense kind of branding. They make quality garments. Everything they sell is set to last people years. They do what they promise. No pretensions, no hypocrisy. And Jungkook is that kind of an artist. He delivers quality songs and quality performances. When he drops songs, he goes on stage, you can count on quality. No frills, no pretensions, pure quality. And it's our matinee. I hope that you enjoyed watching it as much as I did making it. If you have any other information you want me to verify, even if it is about the members that I've already done a video for this series, I can always do a part two. Just send it to me. You can do so by leaving it in the comment section below. You can also get in touch with me in any of the social media links that you see on your screen right now. So please consider following me on X, IG, but more importantly on Patreon, because that's where we actually do a lot of the conversing about TV, movies, TV shows, other things. Just to have fun. We have a free tier just in case you want to try things out first. Also please consider supporting me on YouTube membership. I opened that last month and I do once a week live stream, also exclusive videos. And I also discuss like the things that I do, like novels and the graphic novels and stuff like that. That's it. Please consider liking the video, subscribing, and hitting the notification button so that you immediately watch whenever we upload or publish a video. And please share this to your friends, family members, everyone that you can, because that will help us get recommended more by the algorithm. Thank you so much. Till next time.